Hi, I'm Plastic Kraken, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Blood Angels models that have been shown. And yeah, it's not good news this time. So we'll just jump straight into it. The current Sanguinary Guard models then look like this. You may have seen them plenty of times before. Um, Nothing really wrong with these models these days, except for they are obviously a bit stumpy and not up there with the Primaris scale. So you would think making new versions of these would be a bit of a slam dunk. You just increase the scale, you know, and away you go. Just add a bit, a bit more detail, a bit more modern technology on these guys, and you're in. But that's not what's happened. Games Workshop have had a little look at these, thought to themselves, how can we make this worse? I mean, they didn't literally think this to themselves, but that seems to have been the way it's gone, because they've given us these. Now, yes, in terms of detail, like the abs and things like that, yeah, they are more detailed. They are primary scale. They're much better from that point of view. But I mean, just look at them side by side, and you might notice what the problem is. They've taken away the wings, and they've just made something that looks far more generic Space Marine, albeit in some gold armor and with a spear. But they've taken away, what made these guys unique. And I just don't understand it personally. I would think, people are drawn to Blood Angels or Dark Angels or Space Wolves, like those sort of chapters, because they are different to your average bog standard Space Marine. They want the more detail. They like the aesthetic of those armies, and so why you would just want to take away the wings and simplify these models, it's just beyond me. And then especially because you're taking it from a five-man team again down to a three-man team, as had been rumored. Again, just this isn't great. Like, I would much rather personally buy the guys on the left, five of those guys, than these guys on the right that are going to be like £37 for three models. At least, who knows? They might, they might even go higher than that. Who knows? I mean, that's just not great. Um, and particularly if you're missing the wings, well, they've popped these little bad boys on the jetpack. Now, yeah, obviously these aren't literally meant to be wings, but it's almost insulting that these things are on there. I think they are on. I don't think this is the first model they've appeared on. I think they were on Dante as well. Um, but yeah, not great though. Like it kind of just rubs salt in the wound a bit, I think, for me. And I can't help but feel maybe all this is because Stormcast got given this boy here on the right. Like much more. I get that there might be a bit of similarities with the old Sanguinary Guard and Stormcast having wings, and they look a bit similar. But there's no reason to take away. Just lean into the Blood Angel side of things, make them very unique. Don't just take the wings away. Um, like the guy on the right there, like he's so much more impressive than these guys. And then if you don't want them to look like Stormcast, then why have you given them that helmet that looks incredibly Stormcast? Like, it just makes no sense. So yeah, I think for me, this of the new Blood Angels reveals, these are the most disappointing so far. Um, I've been happy with the other ones. I know not everyone has been. Like the Death Company, for example, losing some detail. I know everyone wasn't thrilled about that, or the upgrade sprue not having some of the things that it had before. But this is the biggest downgrade for me personally. I suppose the only silver lining here is that they did have a new model reveal as well for the Sanguinor, which has gone from the one on the left to the one on the right. Yeah, he looks better and everything. Like that's so a more impressive model. Like you look at the scrolls and things, particularly. It's just a much more modern, clean version of that model. But I mean, that was a slam dunk in and itself because you just literally copied the same sort of pose and everything. So but in a way, that's kind of what all they had to do with the Sanguinary Guard, really, isn't it? Just take what already worked, pop it up to Primaris scale, pop in some more detail, and away we go. But instead, it's just not the way it's gone. But this guy at least looks decent. Um, I don't know about it. Blood Angels players, if you're out there, let us know how you feel in the comments. Are you disappointed by this? I know that yes, you could just still slap wings on your model. I get that. And I'm sure a lot of people probably will do that. But when you're having to buy a full price kit, £37, granted you might buy it from somewhere other than Games Workshop, and I would encourage you to do so. Um, so you might not be spending quite that much, but you shouldn't have to spend additional money on those models just to bring them up to sort of par with the old models. Like, these are expensive models, and to have them sort of downgraded like this, less models, you don't get the wings. It's just kind of ridiculous to me. I think it's just that is a swing and a miss for me. Anyway, let me know what you think of them down in the comments. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.